Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. That sounds so awkward to say, but welcome back. We're gonna do a get ready with me. Alexa, turn it down. We're gonna do a get ready with me as we get ready for brunch, and I will tell you the 6 things that I miss about Kenya and the 6 things that I do not miss about Kenya. So my face is washed, moisturized, and primed, so I'm just gonna go into it immediately. So and while you're here, simply do the necessary. Like, I don't have to say it, like, just go back, go to my channel, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like, what's going on? Subscribe, like this video, watch the previous video, like it, share it with friends and family that feel like they would want to engage with my content, and then yeah, we're all gonna be happy. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna start with can I tell you that we're gonna be talking about the things that the things that I miss about Kenya and the things that I don't miss about Kenya. I don't know that I said that yet, but if I didn't, I just said it again. I'm gonna start with the positive. So these are the things that I do miss about Kenya. Number 1 is going to be, or has to be, I need to get a mirror, so just give me 1 sec. My mirror is going to be here, so if you see me looking down this side, it's just because I have a mirror over there. But yeah, so the first thing that I miss about Kenya would have to be the food. With like the food, like hands down. And for the simple reason that I don't think the food here is real. I think it's fake. And if you know me, or if we like interact daily, then I've probably said this to you a couple of times. Like, I don't think the food here is real. Like meat, like chicken, it just doesn't taste real. It tastes like chicken, but it doesn't taste like what you would think chicken would taste like. And I'm saying this as someone who was, like, again, eaten chicken somewhere else, or like in a different place, which would be Kenya in this case. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. Like, the chicken is not the same, the beef is not the same, the eggs are not the same, the food is not the same, juice is not the same, bread is not the same, everything is not the same. And if I had to choose which one I prefer, for sure would have to be Kenyan, just because, I don't know, it just tastes more real. And I know that that sounds so bizarre to, like, what do you mean fake food? Like, yeah, I think recently I saw, not recently actually, a while ago, I saw that the FDA had approved, like, lab-grown meat to be sold in grocery stores. What? No, we're not doing that here. So yeah, it's just a lot of like things that are very like manufactured, things that have a lot of sugar. It's just really hard to know what you're eating, honestly. I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you. So that would probably be the first thing I miss about Kenya, is the food. Like, give me chapati any day, give me fucking skuma. Like, me and skuma, I can eat skuma with bread, I can eat skuma with chapati, I can eat skuma with mandazi, I can eat skuma with ugali, I can eat skuma with anything. So give me skuma, give me fish, give me pilau, give me all that. Okay, give me all of that. So first thing would have to be the food. The second thing that I miss about Kenya would be just how convenient it is to like move around from place to place. And like, I grew up in Kisumu, and I feel like Kisumu is easier because like it's not like Nairobi, so then do these very accessible. Like, literally anywhere you are, ukienda nje, there's going to probably be the person who will take you to where you want to go to. And I know that things have gotten more expensive now, but when I was there, like 50 bob would take me from like my place to town, or my place to like wherever. So just like how accessible it is. Even with matatus, like, it's accessible, it's cheap, it's convenient. I feel like here, first of all, it's very rare to just find people walking on the road or like on highways. Like, no one is there. So you either have to have a car, or you have to use like the train. There's buses, but again, they're like on a schedule. Like I went to school in Rongai for a little bit, and I'd take the matatus that go to Rongai, hapo kwa stage ya matatu za Rongai, and literally moja ikija in like 5 minutes, hiyo ingine inakuja inajaa in the next 10 minutes na umetoka. And I feel like here it's like on a schedule, so you could literally be like in the bus station, like pulling up to the bus station, and maybe the bus was scheduled to leave at like 10:30. I promise you, if you get there at 10:32, like nika, as in you'll see them go, and it'll be so sad, and you have to wait like another extra like 30 minutes or another extra hour. So it's just not convenient, and it's not cute, and it's not fun. So I definitely miss how convenient it is to get from point A to point B. That'll be number 2. Number 3 thing that I miss about Kenya would be how convenient and how easy it is, or how easy it was, at least for me, to get my hair done. Because literally with like 2,000, and I feel like this days at a imepanda, like the prices are a little bit higher than when I was there, because I feel like with 2,000, like that would cover your wash, that would cover your blow dry, that would cover your braids if you're trying to do braids, and that would cover the labor and then some. So I feel like 2K, which is around like 16-17 bucks, would literally have you covered in terms of like your hair. And I feel like here, I've never gotten my hair professionally done since I moved here, ever. Like anything you see in my hair is my work's hands. It's not easy, but someone has to do it, and this someone is not about to pay $200. What? No one's doing that. So yeah, just how easy and convenient it would be to get my hair done, literally with like 2,000. Hata 2,000 ni nyingi, and I'm a very simple person. I feel like kwanza in Kisumu, 500, you go, you fucking get your lines done hadi chini. Like if you see my hair right now, it's actually not funny and it's not cute, and this is like lines that I did on myself for the purpose of like them being under a wig, but it's not cute. Yeah, it's just very inconvenient. Like you have to, first of all, like, and there's no shops, like there's no like unaweza enda mahali and there's just like shops full of like salons or something like that, and like stalls. You have to search for whoever it is that's going to do your hair on social media, so either like through Instagram or TikTok, or kind of just Google and see like who's around you who can do whatever style you want. You have to go, you look at their page, you look at how their work looks like, you go to their website. Okay, website. To do my hair, I need to go to a website, look for whatever time slots are available, which is crazy. Like, what if I had to do my hair now, today, right? Like in Kenya, I would literally walk into a place and like do my hair, but here you have to do all that, look for a fucking time slot, pay a deposit, which is usually non-refundable. So pay a deposit, and then there's all these like rules and regulations, and I've seen so many horror stories of people literally being fucking played by these people. So I don't know whether I can cuss on YouTube, so if I can't, I'm sorry YouTube. I'm gonna try and like censor out those words. And this setting is gonna change. I had to, it was very impromptu, so it's gonna change in a little bit, so just bear with me, at least in this video. I don't feel like this camera is doing my face justice. Like, this is not how I actually look like in real life. Like, so yeah, convenience in doing my hair is another thing. The 4th thing that I miss about Kenya, I just want to say like the community and like having your friends and your family and all that good stuff. And this is different again. This is like me speaking as someone who's like not from here, and who like really doesn't know too many people here. But it's like people here are very, I don't want to say self-centered, but I will say self-centered, but I don't want to say it, right? Like kila mtu ako na ubinafsi, unipata? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, scrap the self-centered, right? Because that might come off as me saying that people here are selfish, which is not like generally true. So I'm gonna say watu wako na ubinafsi. If you're able to translate that to English, kindly just translate it to English because I don't know what word to use. Yeah, like no one is going to look out for you. Like story time. So my aunt was recently here. She was visiting, and let me just use this super quick. She was visiting, and we went to a store. So we are checking out. We're in the line. We're checking out. The line was pretty long, right? I want to say it was pretty long. We had like at least 10 people in front of us. And then this lady like comes up behind us, and she was pregnant. She was like heavily pregnant, super young too. I want to say like around my age. And she was with this other guy, and she had like a shit ton of stuff. Actually, no, she didn't have a shit ton of stuff. She had like one or two things. I misspoke, sorry. So my aunt, who's like an advocate for like all things women's right, like she works for FIDA, all things women's right, okay? She's a lawyer, she's like one of those. She's like, go in front, like just go, you're pregnant, we can all see you're fucking pregnant. Like just enda mbele, you go, you be checked out, utoke penye unaenda, so you don't have to stand here and wait for all this while, right? Guys. So she looks at me, she's like, oh, see, she can go in front of me. I'm like, see, I would love her to go in front, but and maybe this is also like a character flaw, or this is just me having been like indoctrinated. I was like, maybe that's not the best idea. She's like, no. So we like kind of like go back and forth for a little bit. She's like, Mikey, she hadn't been here ever. This was like her third, like this was like, she was like a week in here. She takes her hand, walks her up to the counter, and she's like, oh, she's pregnant, like can she be checked out? She's, you know, she's very like heavily pregnant. Yeah, people started zusharing line. No, she can't cut. There was this white lady giving very like Karen vibes. She was like, no, and she like spoke to one of the ladies that was checking people out. She was like, if you check her out, like there's gonna be a problem because she's cutting the line. My aunt is out here shocked. She's like, what? Like she's pregnant. Like you're like you. So this is now my aunt like talking to the lady. She's like, you seem like your mom. Like, wouldn't you like what? The lady's like, yeah, I'm a mom. And when I was pregnant, I had to wait in line. So she has to go back in line and wait. My aunt is like, nah. So at this point, like, I don't want this to escalate. Because how it is here is the next thing is the cops are gonna get called, right? I'm not trying to have any run-in with the cops. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm not, no. So some people were like quiet. Me and my aunt were like standing up for her. We're like, literally, she has like a few things. Just let her check out. The lady was like, no. She was like, no, we've all been waiting here. She's gonna have to go back in line because she's cutting and she's gonna have to wait. My aunt goes and talks to this lady. She's like, you have to be nice. And she does this thing where she like pats her and like, she pats her shoulder. She's like, you have to be nicer. This lady's like, if you touch me, I'm gonna call the cops on you. And I'm just there. I told my aunt like, yo, this is not Kenya. It doesn't work like that here. So just it's fine. Like it's the thought that counts. I'm not a very assertive person. Like when things start going to shit, I'm not the person who's going to be like, let's go. Like, no, I'm the type of person who's gonna like, okay, like, cool. But there was this like older guy in front of us who was like, it's fine, she can go ahead of me. So he came through clutch. Thank you to that man. So yeah, watu wako na ubinafsi na sijui like any, you see, unaweza kuwa kwa barabara and you could be driving like down the road and it's a gari yako yacha kufanya kazi. Kutakuwa na wasee watakuja like nini nafanyika, they'll like help you try to see what's going on with your car. Huku, okay, like, and this has happened to me before, like driving down the highway, your car fucking breaks down, bro, you're just gonna have to figure it out. Okay, you're gonna have to either call someone, with police, maybe with like a towing company, but you're just gonna have to figure out your shit. So yeah, I feel like Kenya has like a very communal, kind of social, kind of like You know, like people interact with you, like when it's a kwa barabara, the street boys. Like, yes, some are menace and are a nuisance, but like for the most part, people are friendly. You know what I mean? Like people are friendly. You can joke with people. Hata ukienda stage, ama conductor wanakukatia. Like people are friendly here. As soon as you leave the house, it's the side eyes, the side eyes that you receive throughout the day. Comical. Okay, that's number 4. The 5th thing that I miss about Kenya, and I might just leave it at 5 things, is going to have to be, I want to say how cheap things are, but I feel like that's me speaking relatively and speaking in terms of like, I feel like that wouldn't be valid if I said how cheap things are. I feel like they're cheap because of the exchange rate, so I'm not going to say that. Cancel that out. They're cheap if you know someone like Zakai and you guys are friends, but if not, then no. Okay, maybe just the 4 things. Okay, let's go to the things I don't miss about Kenya. Okay, so number 1 is going to be just like systems. I feel like systems don't work. Like, okay, in places like Hosi, I'm when there places like Huduma Center, and you just like, okay, maybe things have changed, right? Like maybe I'm speaking from like a while ago when I was there, but just systems, right? Just like systems, like police stations, just like trusting that, you know, all this public service places are going to effectively do what they're supposed to do, like in time and like within the framework of like how they're supposed to operate. You can't really trust that, you know what I mean? Like all the bribes, all that good stuff, and it comes in clutch when you're the one who's benefiting from whatever it is that's going on. But if you're not on the receiving end of the good stuff, like for the common like mwananchi, it's, you know what I mean, so that number 2 is I just don't feel like there's as much freedom to like be your full like self as there is here. I feel like here, if today I decided I wanted to go out in a mini skirt, a mini dress, I can do that. Like, who's gonna tell me I can't do that? I'll put on my mini skirt and go to where I'm going to. But I feel like in Kenya, I step outside hapo kundele in la mini skirt, and people like the men, the guys and the pikipikis, I can't even do that. I don't even know what would happen because I can't even do that. It's not bad, right? So yeah, things like dressing, things like being openly like homosexual, like things of that nature. Like you can't fully be yourself just because you know how, you know, that the African mentality. And some are nice, like some points or like some things I feel like we should uphold as a community, but some it's like we're in 2024. We're not in the fucking 1900s, so be fucking for real. So yeah, like Kenya is not as free as here is. The next thing would be, I feel like hapa unaweza kula jasho yako. I don't know whether I'm putting that right or whether I'm like putting it in a way that you can understand. It's very hedonistic here, and this is not me, again, context, and I don't want this to be a channel where I have to give context or like background. I want to be able to speak and you get what I'm saying. You get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. It's hedonistic in a way that there's a lot to do. There's a lot you can have fun. There's a lot to do. If you have the money, if you can afford it, then unaweza jibamba. And I'm not saying who's a jibamba Kenya, of course unaweza jibamba Kenya. Again, I don't want to have to give context, but there's just a lot more you can do. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up, like at some point in my life, I grew up in a place like Muranga, and I grew up there for like, I was there for like 5 years. And I promise you, when I moved there, when I was in class 4, hakukuwa na pool. Like the whole of Muranga, there was no swimming pool. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, I'd moved from Kisumu. Like each weekend I'd tell my mom, like, can we go swimming? And we searched for a fucking place, like a hotel, a resort, anything with a fucking swimming pool. Hakukuwa na swimming pool. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Of course, zilijengwa, so like, probably saizi kunazo, but and then I grew up in Narok again for like a couple of years. And again, like in the whole of Narok, I think there was only like one hotel with a swimming pool, and that's just only a swimming pool. So like, imagine now things like cinemas, like movie theaters, like all those like things in Ujibambe. I feel like here there's just more than Kenya. Again, sisemi hakuna Kenya. I'm just saying unaweza kula jasho yako hapa better than unaweza zikula Kenya. So that. The face looks good, by the way. Because I'm using my front camera. I tried using my back camera, but yeah, it looked funny. Like my face looks inverted and not symmetrical. I'm not doing that here. So this is it. And yeah, so this is going to be brunch. I just did concealer, I did powder, lip gloss, mascara, and that's it. Like no one's going crazy out here. The next thing, so we're gonna do my hair next. I know my head is a bit round. I have a very round head, but that's okay. Honestly, I feel like that's it. For the most part, I really miss Kenya. These on. So that's probably just gonna be it for this video, guys. It's not a fancy channel. It's literally just like me doing everyday things with you. Like I'm almost coming to the end of this video, guys. I'm late, so I have to like run and go. I might take you guys with me, but I feel like that should be a different video. I had planned on making this more detailed, like a more detailed video, but listen, you get what you get, okay? You really get what you get. But yeah, that's the look for the day. I think it's cute for the most part. It's simple. I'm not going too crazy. I like putting this behind like that. I feel like if you have any ideas for like what you want me to talk about or anything that you want to like know about me, I feel like I'm an open book. So can you Lisa? Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I have to run. Again, kindly, like, I know you watch this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, so just go subscribe. Like, don't be like that. Just go subscribe, like this video. Again, watch my previous video, like that video, share it, you know, kindly, even if it's just with one person, just share it. Comment, unaweza emoji, unaweza a heart, anything. Just interact with this content, just please do. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, which will be soon. So toodles.